So the Norman keep inside Cardiff Castle. Can't be too many examples to see. Inside the keep. Inside the keep, and a not so privy. Hi, and this is Travel Titbits, and I'm in the centre of Cardiff Castle, and obviously in the city of Cardiff. It's the capital and largest city in Wales. And the last census, it was 362,000 people lived here. Now, there's been a human activity here for almost 6,000 years, and yes, the Romans even came here, and they had they built an 8-acre estate near the river here, on the river Taff, and by the year 1875 there was a series of forts here, and it was known as a victor's settlement because ex-soldiers decided to stay on and leave here, but they didn't stay forever, because in the 4th century the last Roman legions left. The Norman keep behind us is from roughly 1081, and at the time the population of this area was roughly 2,000 people. In 1536 Cardiff officially became part of Glamorganshire. In 1607 there was a great flood, but it was probably a tidal wave. There was also, the area was affected by the Civil War. Later centuries, though, in 1790, a race course was built here. Printing came to the city, and would you believe it, there was a coffee shop. Yes, none of this cost us then. This was probably a unique experience, drinking coffee in Cardiff in 1790. In 1793, docks became more important, and even almost 800 years after the first, the census of in Norman times, the population was still only roughly 2,000 people. However, things changed obviously in the next centuries, because from 1877 there was a permanent military presence here, which was completed in 1880. Coal was obviously very important in this area, and that is part of the wealth of not only this area but of the people who owned this castle. In 1905 Cardiff officially became a city, and in 1955 the capital. So a lot of changes has taken place in the city over the years. So now we're going to take a closer look around the castle. I've been up the keep. We're now going to go inside the buildings. These buildings, which I assume was the residence of the family who owned this, and there's plenty of history here. There are wartime battlements and underground passageways, and we're going to take a look at them all. Now for a pleasant walk along the battlements. And not only are there a lot of them, but there are guard houses and various defences to admire, as well as peeks into the parks nearby, but mostly you can just appreciate the colossal effort that was put into making these at a time when building methods were a lot more difficult than they are today. Inside, the grounds of the castle are so large you could forget you were actually in the castle grounds. Underneath these walls are the World War II shelters, and through the centre of the castle is public access to the parks beyond. So that was a walk around Cardiff. I have been and will insert various shots and short videos from all my walking around Cardiff. There's a lot to it, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this insight and walk around Cardiff and Cardiff Castle. See you next time.